the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go. And it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Philadelphia Eagles. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On second down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Third and long. It's Watson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 3, second down. Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That is incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
He showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Now a throw here, hold in. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. Dallas Goedert, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. To throw is Watson. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Keelan Cole now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Play action. It's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. It's a 1st down and more for Davis. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And it's 17-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down. It's Sanders. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Watson. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing is Wilson. He'll check this one down to Carter. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. They go play action now. Wilson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive because...
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there just before halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. This is caught, and they're going to stop him here short of the goal line with the flag down. Well, this could set up a very interesting decision. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on a as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And Lambeau will put this one through. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. On the return, Boston Scott. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll find the Heisman Trophy winner, Devontae Smith. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Watson off play action. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Watson. The Sanders has got it complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Carl Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second down and goal. Watson. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Now it's Watson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
on 2nd and 9. Wilson getting this ball out wide for Davis. It's a first down and more for Davis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jabril Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, it's Watson. And that's complete to Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Watson now to throw. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
A second field goal here this third quarter, and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Wilson. Out to Cole on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Back to throw, Watson.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this one is incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jared Wilson. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Cole now on the return. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Flacco looking for his first toss. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now Flacco. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Now a carry for Sanders. Fast footwork by Sanders. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift your...
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Cole now on the return. And he'll go down at the 2-yard line. What a disaster there.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Flacco looks to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And some room to roam now. And all the way to the opposite 45. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, a give to Davis. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. To pass, Flacco. Caught right side, Davis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus. and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.